remains upbeat. The country's economic revival is on an upward trajectory, and Kenyans will start reaping the fruits of the radical reforms his government has instituted to arrest the dwindling economy. Now, during an interview with local media stations, President Ruto says statistics from the economy experts have pointed out that Kenya will witness a 6% growth in GDP, and has assured Kenyans that the country will be food sufficient from next year. Henry Tende with more.
Yesterday night, all eyes were at State House as President William Ruto engaged journalists in an interview over an array of issues affecting the country. The rising cost of living featuring heavily as journalists probed the head of state to explain his plans to alleviate the cost of living for Kenyans.
In terms of maize,
President Ruto has told the country his administration has taken robust measures to heal the economy and that these measures are now yielding fruits.
Nataka nikuulize na Wakenya wenzangu, tumefanya lolote kupunguza gharama ya chakula? Yes. We have done major steps. The price of food items is today lower than it was a year ago. It is a fact. Lakini, of course, it's not convenient for certain people to accept.
With the country struggling with a huge ballooning national debt that is eating a huge chunk of national resources, President Ruto remains upbeat his plans and economic decisions will bring about an economic turnaround.
We've brought down inflation from 9 point something to now 6.8. Those are figures, global figures of the World Bank. Number two, our economy is growing at 5.4%. Not my figures, World Bank figures, right? In fact, they quote Kenya is the 29th fastest growing economy globally.
Referring to the elaborate measures the country has employed to boost food security, the head of state told the country his fertilizer subsidy has increased maize production by more than 40%.
We have changed the trajectory on our staple food. Today, we are producing more in terms of maize, which is our staple food. In fact, my plan is that by next year, we shouldn't be importing maize into Kenya. We should be producing enough. This year, we have increased our production of maize by 40%.
As a majority of Kenyans continue to tell of a pinching economy, President Ruto wants the country to exercise patience as he works around the clock to effect changes. He says the country will be food sufficient next year and will stop relying on imported food.
We are importing $500 million of food into Kenya. So what we need to do, we need to pay attention to our agriculture. The reason why we have invested, and that is why in the manifesto that I sold to the people of Kenya, agriculture, modernization, mechanization is one of the big tickets that I decided that I'm going to do.
Henry Tende, Look Up TV.
Well, thank you very much, Henry.